What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Path of the Network Marketer. It is day 29, episode 29. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so it is, we're still camping. Okay, so let me put that out there. We're still camping. It is evening now, and I was sitting in front of a fire. It's very nice. There's a good chill in the air. There's a perfect right amount of chill that balances out a good bonfire, right? So it's nice. And I was sitting out there and I was going to record out there. However, there's way too much other background noise. The main road, the RV park isn't right up on the main road, but it's close enough that you can hear all the cars that drive by. And for some reason, it's super, super busy right now. So I wanted to go ahead and record this before it got too late. And get it out of the way. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat again of my truck to record this episode. And also the other thing was I do know that I said I would talk about more social media tips and things that my influencer friend had shared with me in regards to growing his Instagram and his other social media feeds to a huge degree. Like it's growing so organically and has so much momentum. 3 months ago, he was about in the low 30,000s, and now he's high 70s, if not past 80,000 in terms of number of followers. So like I was going to share that stuff with you, but this other topic was really on the forefront of my mind, and I had to get it off my chest because I think it's really important for you guys, an important perspective for you guys to understand moving forward as you grow your organizations, as you grow your teams. And the question really is, it's are you asking too much? Are you asking too much of your teams in terms of what is required for them to build their businesses, to build strong, massive businesses? 99% of the time, my answer is yes. Yeah, yeah. And guys, this just comes from experience, but like I've seen it time and time again, and because I've been in the business long enough, or as long as I have been, I've been able to kind of whittle it down to the barest essentials in terms of what I ask of my organization and relative to what will bring them, what will affect their bottom line in a positive way, what will move the needle one more step forward so that they can continue on their journeys to massive success. There's so many things that I think we overcomplicate the field with and our teams with that are just not necessary, guys. And to ask them to do these things, and especially, okay, so here's my biggest thing: to frame it in a way that it's a necessity for their businesses is really, really, I think, egregious in my opinion, because there's only X amount of number of things that are actually, there's very few actual things that are a necessity for people, and especially if you're asking this stuff of them already on top of what they're doing. Like let's say as an example, let's say there's a big national event like your company's annual conference. Like that's a mainstay in all network marketing companies that I've looked at and that I know of, their annual conference. And then to do events on top of that are team events and framing in a way that your team needs to go to these. I think it's a lot. It's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask. Especially if it's a cultural event, especially if it's a community event. Sure, I'm not discounting the importance of culture and community within network marketing because that's the stickiness. But there's a time and place. There's a time and place, and also to say to make that a excuse me. I might have to make this particular episode, adult content because I feel so strongly about this. To make it a mandatory or to frame it in a way that it's mandatory for their success is really, again, it's really egregious. Here's the thing about extracurricular events, cultural events that you want to do for your team. It's fine. I think you should, and I think it's important. Again, culture, community is the stickiness, is the glue that keeps your organization healthy and strong and keeps the team together. However, doing those events have to be out of your own pocket. As a leader, if you're throwing an event, if you have a team big enough to throw that kind of event for, you should not worry about your bottom line on that particular event, and therefore attendance should your event should not be dependent on the attendance of that event. The financial risk, the financial investment of that event should not rest on the number of people attending from your team. It's simple as that. You want to throw that event, you want to do something for your team from a cultural standpoint, do it by all means, but don't expect the team to pay for it. Right? You're the leader. You're the one throwing this event. If the numbers aren't there, if the temperature in the field is lukewarm about it, especially the fact that we live in a time right now where everybody is tight for money, and you're already asking a lot of people to go to the annual conference. It's just too much as an added thing for them to do, and for you to ask of them just so that you can cover your costs. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And so if you're going to do these things, guys, do it because you want to do it. Do it because you want to give this to people as something to be a part of. And sure, yeah, you can sell tickets, of course, absolutely. I mean, I had in my previous company, one of my upline and one of my mentors, he would throw a party every time at conference. He would throw, the last night he would throw his own independent team party, but that party and that event never rested on the attendance. He would throw it regardless of how many people bought tickets, right? And so that's the mindset you need to have if you're going to do some kind of cultural event that way, because again, don't let that event rest on the attendance from your team, because you are already asking too much of them. That's it. So that's my message, guys. Hopefully this makes sense. If you have an opinion about this, let me know, because I mean, it's definitely worthy of a longer episode than 7-8 minutes. So yeah, just shoot me a message, and you guys can find me on the socials: Cannibal Ron on Instagram, Ronnie Cruz on Facebook, Ronnie's Big Adventure on the TikTok. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow with a fresh new episode. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.